Hello everyone, today is a beautiful day, ain't it? The birds are chirping in the background, that's how you know it's a good day. So, check it out. I want to talk about today is being a leader and leadership and what this has to do with helping others and helping people. And you don't have to be a big, great leader like, President of the United States to be a leader. You can be a leader in your own life. Just start doing you every day, waking up, doing you. I used to wake up every day and wait for my friends to hit me up and wait for my friends to call and tell me what my day was going to bring and tell me what my day was going to hold. And that's ridiculous. You need to start living your own life, and it's hard. It is hard, to find a goal and find yourself. This is all hard stuff, but it ultimately will lead to a better life. And so leadership. What do you think leadership means? I used to think leadership was like President of the United States, like that's a leader, and like that's the only kind of leader there was, or and then I started realizing that there's leaders in other ways. Like you make a goal for yourself, and you start doing whatever you're doing, whatever your goal is, and you have a plan. You're doing all the actions that to lead to your plan, and you notice that other people all of a sudden are like, hey, I got a plan too. Yeah, I got goals too, man. Yeah. And they start doing stuff, and you see that these ripples are cast because you chose to make some actions on your own and live your own life. And that's what this is about. Alright? That's what this is about. So, being a leader. Alright, I got some quotes from some great leaders in history, and there's only 4 of them. I could go on all day with quotes. There's all kinds of great leaders in history if you look them up. But here's some cool ones that kind of tie into the same concept of leadership that I'm getting at. So first one's from John Quincy Adams. He says, if your actions inspire others to dream more, do more, learn more, become more, then you're a great leader. Okay, that's exactly what I'm getting at, literally. If your actions inspire others to do more, learn more, become more, better themselves, then you're a good leader. Okay? You don't have to be President of the United States to be a good leader. You could be a good leader today, right now. Just decide. Decide what kind of goal you want to go after, and go after it, and tear it down. Every day. Hunt that down. Hunt it down. Alright? Cool. Second one, Andrew Carnegie, American Steel. He's pretty much the reason we have skyscrapers in America and all over the world. So that's pretty crazy. But he says, no man will make a great leader who wants to do it all for himself and get all the glory. That's powerful, because if you're all about yourself, and sometimes it's easy to do that. It is easy to want to better yourself and only get yourself to the top. But if you're doing that, Andrew Carnegie says, you ain't gonna make it. You ain't a good leader. You ain't a good leader if you're doing that. Help others. Okay? Third one, Mother Teresa. She says, I alone cannot change the world, but I can throw a stone across the water and make many ripples. Boom. That blew your mind, I hope. Mother Teresa, she was a great woman, great lady. She helped out a lot of sick people, it was, I believe in India where she did most of her work, and in the slums of India in Calcutta. And there's terrible, terrible diseases and all kinds of stuff, and she would be all up in it, and she would help people. And she basically says that yes, she can change the world. One person can change the world, because the ripples in the water, they cause effects, and they go and they do other things, and they inspire others. Boom, that's the key. They inspire others to do more and create more. Alright, number 4, Eleanor Roosevelt. Great lady. She says, remember, no one can make you feel inferior without your consent. Okay? So don't let anyone out-talk you. Don't let anyone tell you that the doors are shut. That's Eric Thomas. Eleanor Roosevelt, what she's getting at is the same thing. It's, if you are intimidated by somebody and you think that person's a great leader, you're making a decision in your head to tell yourself that I am less than this person. I am less than this person. Therefore, I'm not the leader here. I'm not the leader. And that's all in your mind. It's all in your mind. You tell yourself you're a great leader. Tell yourself that you are the leader of your friends. You are the leader of your life. And obviously, look up to other people. You have to have, like, I'm quoting these great people because these are the people I look up to. You know, among others, among many others, I look up to these guys that were great leaders. And so it's okay to have people that you look up to. But in your own life, tell yourself you're a leader. Up in here, alright? Cool. Got some stories for you. Alright, and they kind of tie into this whole thing about being a leader and helping others, okay? The first one is about selflessness and adapting your life and not telling other people, giving people advice about things that you don't do yourself. You know, why tell someone to follow your advice if you don't even follow your own advice? That's the first story. It goes like this. It's called The Boy Who Loved Sugar. The Boy Who Loved Sugar. Okay, everybody loves sugar. I mean, I got sugar in my coffee right now. It makes it so delicious. But anyway, this boy is addicted to sugar, alright? He is smashing sugar on the reg. That's what he likes to do. That's his hobby, and that's what he's doing daily. Okay, and his mom's like, oh my gosh, this is gonna be bad if this kid grows up. My son grows up and he's gonna have diabetes, he's gonna be overweight, he might die before anything. His blood sugar's so high. So she's freaking out. So she goes to the one person who is the great leader where she lives, and it's Ghandi. Okay, so she goes to Ghandi and she says, Ghandi, my son is addicted to sugar. Will you please tell him that he can't eat sugar anymore and help him? And Ghandi says, don't tell the boy anything. Go to him and bring him to me in 2 weeks' time. Okay? So she's like, alright, I'll bring him to you in 2 weeks. That's fine. And she goes and gets him, and 2 weeks later, they all are all sitting there. And Ghandi looks at the boy, and he says, hey boy, stop eating sugar. It's bad for you. And the boy is like, okay, fine, I won't eat sugar, no problem. And then the mother is like, how did you get him to agree so fast? And why didn't you do this 2 weeks ago? Why'd you make me wait 2 weeks? And he says, lady, because 2 weeks ago, I was eating sugar too. So he couldn't tell the boy to stop eating sugar because he himself had not stopped eating sugar. And that's the key there. Don't tell other people, don't give people advice about things that you don't do yourself in your own life. You know, focus on you. Do you all the time. And then other people, you don't have to tell other people what you're doing. Other people will see that you are going after your goals, and then they're going to go after theirs too. And ultimately, it makes you a great leader. Okay? So that's a good story. Second story, it's called The Wise Master, alright? There's this master, there's this teacher, he's a professor. And he lives with all these students in this house. And this old beat down school, it's a house school. It was like they live in the house and they go to school there. And there's a bunch of students that live there with the teacher, and he's the wisest man. He's a great teacher. And he comes to the school one day because the school is like kind of like broken down. They need to do some fixing, and they need to get some money and make some build up the walls, and they need to redo some stuff with the who knows, painting and whatever, make it look nicer, you know. And he gathers the students and he's like, students, we are so busy with our studies, yet we need to fix our building. How are we gonna do this? And the students are like, I don't know, man. You tell us, you're the wise guy here. And he's like, okay, I'll tell you. He's like, I want all of you guys to go out and steal things throughout the town. And he's like, I want you to do this, that way we can keep our studies and we can raise some money because we can sell the stuff that you guys steal. Okay? And the students are like, okay, that's a weird request. I don't know. And then he's like, hold. He's like, but you guys got to keep our reputation good, so don't get caught. Nobody can get caught. That's the thing. You guys got to go out and steal. Nobody get caught, okay? And he's like, all right, session over. I'll see you guys later. Bring some stuff in that you stole so we can sell it and get our building back to being nice. And the students, the teacher leaves class and the master, and the students are sitting there and they're like, what? They're like, are you kidding me? We got to go steal a bunch of stuff? He's like, that's not even a logical request. And some kids are like, but it's, you know, it's good for our school and it's gonna be good. And then other students are like, and he's the wisest guy we know. Like, he's never led us wrong. He's smart, and he's always been trying to help us, and he's always been there for us, so maybe we should follow him. And then other people are like, no, and they all kind of like put their 2 cents, and they all decide as one class that, okay, let's go out and steal some stuff and do what he said. We'll follow just for this day. Let's see what's gonna happen. And then they're all like, okay, let's go out and steal. And they're like, be careful though, please be careful, don't get caught. They're like, all right guys, let's go do it. And the whole class leaves, and they're all going out to steal. And one student stayed behind, and he was just sitting there in the hallway, and the professor came out and noticed that he didn't join the other students. And he's like, young man, why didn't you follow my directions? Why didn't you go with the classmates and go with the other students? And he says, well, you told us to not let anyone see us steal. And he's like, I can't go and steal anything because even my own eyes would see myself steal, so I can't do it. And the teacher says, this was a test of integrity, you've passed. And this student went on to become a great leader because he did himself, and that's the point of the story. He did himself. Always do yourself. Alright, this video is long enough. I could go on all day. I got more stuff to say, but start doing you. Start finding goals and doing you on the daily. What is your action? You are what you do. Okay? I will be talking to you soon. Hope you all have a great day. Stay positive and persevere.